Koma Malawi tisamakale cheteae. You've heard the noise. Anthu Akutokota nkhani yaku chipatala. Everyone from radio callers to WhatsApp groups is buzzing, asking what's really going on inside our hospitals. And just when people start losing hope, boom, APM enters the frame. The question shaking the nation, koma APM apeza mpata ulamulilo wake u, zili uku, and trust me, it's messier than a government audit file. Today, we unpack the whispers, the accusations, the big power plays, and the loud public outrage. We'll talk corruption, politics, and the price the ordinary Malawian pays while leaders juggle positions. This is Global Pulse News, where we spill truth with spice, mix news with wit, and expose the drama they hope you ignore. Tighten your seatbelt, grab your cup of tea, and let's roll. Malawi's hospital saga is about to unfold. Ayabaenu, tika makamba za chipatala chatu chimeneji. We are not talking fiction. Patients have been crying, nurses have been complaining, and communities are buzzing like a beehive after someone stole the honey. Reports are flooding in, medicines missing, doctors absent, and equipment broken beyond recognition. Mothers giving birth on floors, patients buying their own painkillers, nurses overworked and underpaid. Zimenezinditu, it's heartbreaking. In the corridors, you can hear quiet voices saying, "Takala pano maskwa tatu salandila treatment." Others whisper that some staff are demanding bribes just to move a patient up the list. The hospital, meant to be a sanctuary, is starting to feel like a business center. Koma Malawi, banjiti urbola easy. Community leaders are now openly calling it a national embarrassment. And the most shocking part, these are not rural stories only. This is happening in a big government facility, one meant to symbolize progress. Everyone's frustrated, from the cleaner who can't find gloves to the patient who can't find a doctor. And that frustration has reached boiling point. Transition, but when the heat rises, someone always steps in to control the fire. Guess who just walked in wearing his political jacket and old confidence? APM himself. Fact 2 is where politics meets the patients. Komaizi. Just when the people thought this hospital drama couldn't get hotter, Arthur Peter Mutharika, APM himself, makes headlines. After months of silence, he suddenly appears, commenting, suggesting, and hinting that he can fix things. The public reaction? Mixed like tea and salt. Some are shouting, "Yes, that's leadership, finally, someone taking charge." Others roll their eyes saying, "Ay bana, beranzo nyumasi like edge." You know how it goes. In Malawi politics, every crisis becomes a stage, and every leader becomes an actor rehearsing for 2025. Insiders claim APM has been meeting with key hospital board members, demanding explanations, maybe even proposing replacements. His team argues that under his past rule, health systems worked better, though not everyone agrees. Detractors say this is nothing but political timing, trying to steal relevance while the ruling party struggles with public anger. But here's the thing. Whether APM's move is genuine or calculated, it has reignited debate. Now everyone's asking, is he the hero returning to save the day, or just a seasoned politician smelling opportunity? One thing is certain, Anthu Akutokota. Transition. But in politics, talk is cheap until the paperwork speaks. So in Fact 3, we dig into what's written, the documents, the memos, and maybe the missing evidence that could turn this hospital saga into a national earthquake.
Aye, this is where things get juicy. Every politician says, "We have evidence." But when you ask for it, silence thicker than maize porridge. Kalata palibe, audit palibe, a press statement di Nzambiri. Reports suggest APM ordered an internal review of hospital management. But who's writing the review? The same people being accused of mismanagement. Malawi wanga. Some documents surfaced, unsigned budget sheets, missing tender lists, and mysterious procurement memos. One letter even mentioned urgent equipment maintenance. Yet the machines remain dead like campaign promises. Social media detectives are already screenshotting everything, saying, "Tukufuna chilugamo o satizipupu." Meanwhile, opposition voices demand the report be public. They say, if APM really wants transparency, let him open the books. But so far, no PDF, no file, just rumors wrapped in official tone. Kumabalino, even a Standard 8 project has better documentation than this. And you know in Malawi, when there is confusion in paperwork, the next thing that appears is denial. And lots of it. So let's jump into fact 4, the loud voices defending themselves while the patients keep coughing in silence. Anthu, politicians never disappoint. No sooner had APM's name entered the conversation than the hospital board, ministry officials, and a few government loyalists started talking faster than a radio host at the top of the hour. Statements flew in. There is no crisis, these are lies from opposition sympathizers, and the classic, social media is misleading the public. Koma Antwananga Seka. Because we've heard this song before, eh? When there's smoke, they call it fog. When people demand answers, they form committees. The officials even accuse journalists of exaggeration. One spokesperson said, "Our hospitals are performing well. The challenges are minimal." Eesh, minimal. Tell that to the patients sleeping on the floor because there are no beds. It's like the system has become allergic to truth. Instead of solving the problem, everyone is busy polishing press releases. APM's camp says he's misunderstood. Others claim the noise is meant to tarnish his legacy. But behind the microphones and denials, there are real people suffering. So let's pause the politics for a second and look at what's happening on the ground. Fact 5 is where reality hits hard. Zimena Zindithu, this is the part that hurts the most. Forget the fancy speeches, go to the wards and you'll see the truth. Patients queuing from sunrise to sunset, mothers sleeping with babies on benches, and doctors juggling 3 departments because half the staff have gone abroad for better pay. One woman from Chinji said, "Dinakala chipatala masikwasano osalandira doktala." That's 5 days without a doctor. Another man said he had to buy his own drip stand from town. Malawi wanga. When citizens become their own suppliers, you know the system is bleeding. Meanwhile, the elites fly to South Africa for checkups. They talk about reforms from their air-conditioned offices while people at home are struggling for Panadol. The gap between power and pain has never been this wide. So yes, people are angry. Some are protesting online, others at the gates of the hospital. The cry is clear. Boma, tifandizini, osati my excuses. But wait, this isn't the first time our health system has made headlines. Fact 6 takes us back in time to remember that history loves repeating itself, especially when lessons are ignored.
Malawi wanga chikukumbukila. This isn't the first time we've danced to this same sad song. From Queen Elizabeth Central to Kamuzu Central, every decade comes with its own hospital crisis. It's like each government graduates with a degree in how not to fix the health sector. In the early 2000s, we cried upon medicine shortages. In 2010, we shouted about fake medical tenders. Then in 2020, COVID exposed everything. Missing PPEs, ghost suppliers, and imported gloves that vanished faster than campaign promises. And now, 2025, the story returns, only with different headlines and new hashtags. Experts say Malawi's health crisis isn't just about money. It's about management, mindset, and misplacement of priorities. We build fancy gates for hospitals, but forget to buy syringes. We hire PR officers, but not nurses. Zimena Zinditu, it's like treating a fever with lipstick. The tragedy is not just repetition, it's tolerance. We've normalized failure to the point that every new scandal feels like déjà vu. But APM's timing in all this, that one deserves a microscope. Let's talk about the politics, power, and perfectly planned timing in Fact 7. Let's be honest. In Malawi, no big statement happens by accident. When APM suddenly comments on hospital management, it's not random. Analysts are whispering that this could be his political reset button. After all, silence can be strategic, and APM has been quiet for a while, almost too quiet, like a lion waiting in tall grass. Now that the ruling side is being roasted for mismanaging hospitals, APM steps in looking like the voice of reason. Classic move. It's like a goalkeeper who saves the ball after the defense messes up, then claims the whole match. But the public isn't naive anymore. They're asking, is he doing this for genuine concern or political PR? Some say he's setting the stage for a future political comeback.
Others believe he's just protecting allies still connected to hospital contracts. Koma Malawi, tikudziwa kale zimenezi. Politics here is like ganyu work. Everyone shows up when there's something to eat. Transition. But the real energy of this story isn't in the politicians. It's in the people, the streets, the social media, the voices of those tired of waiting. Let's feel that pulse in Fact 8. Malawi, the people have spoken, and loudly. From Blantyre to Lilongwe, TikTok to Twitter, citizens are unleashing frustration like never before. You scroll your phone and boom, memes, live videos, rants and fiery debates. Hashtags like Fix Our Hospitals, APM Back or Not, and HealthIsARight are trending faster than gossip about celebrity weddings. Radio talk shows are lit. Callers shouting, Bomalati siya, while others defend APM saying, at least he's talking about it. Some even organize small peaceful marches outside district hospitals, holding placards that read, Medicine not speeches, and We are tired of excuses. Civil society groups have joined the choir too, demanding transparency, audits, and accountability. They've warned that ignoring this issue could lead to unrest, because people can starve for days, but not when it comes to health. And you know Malawians, we express pain with humor. One viral meme shows an empty hospital shelf captioned, Available soon after elections. The message is clear. Citizens want real solutions, not sound bites. So, with the public fired up and leaders scrambling for narratives, what's next? We wrap up the storm in Fact 9, where reform dreams meet political games.
Koma Malawi, tikumvesa. After all the talking, the press conferences, the social media storms, what next? Will we finally see hospital reform, or just another round of promises sweeter than sima ya tsopano? Government insiders say there's a new committee being formed. Of course, there's always a committee. They'll investigate, consult, and recommend. Meanwhile, the patients still sleep on cold benches waiting for Panadol. APM supporters claim he's pushing for real change, maybe even to review procurement systems. But critics laugh, saying, this is not reform, it's rehearsal for elections. Malawians are watching closely. Some hope the noise will spark improvement. Others expect business as usual, where the only thing that changes is the minister's statement. But one truth stands tall. People are done being silent. The streets are awake, the journalists are fearless, and even grandmothers in markets are quoting hashtags. Reform or rhetoric, the people are now the referees. Inga zimenezindi tu. Malawi needs to hear this loud and clear. This hospital scandal is more than just about APM or management. It's about trust. When a nation can't trust its hospitals, it's like a home built on sand. Everything shakes when the storm hits. Hospitals are where humanity meets leadership, but when leadership fails, people start dying quietly, not just from disease, but from neglect, corruption, and hopelessness. If we can't protect our sick, can we really say we are developing? APM's comeback may remind us of one thing. Politicians come and go, but systems must stand strong. Malawi must build institutions that outlive power struggles, ones where the next scandal doesn't depend on who's ruling, but on who's accountable. As citizens, we must demand better, louder, and smarter. Tisamanga chita manyazi kufunsa, because democracy without accountability is like a hospital without medicine. Impressive from the outside, empty inside. Abale, we've reached the end of the ward, but before we check out, let's talk action. So, there you have it. From whispered hospital hallways to political podiums, Malawi's latest health storm is exposing more than broken beds. It's exposing broken systems. Whether APM is reviving his leadership spirit or rehearsing his campaign, one thing is clear, the people are watching. If you believe hospitals should heal, not hustle, then don't just watch, speak out, share, and stay informed, because silence is the fertilizer corruption grows in. Hit that subscribe button for fearless, witty updates from Global Pulse News, where truth doesn't whisper, it shouts with style. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think APM's move is genuine reform or a political rehearsal? Let's hear you, Malawi. Until next time,
stay sharp, stay bold, and remember, tithandizane, osati tibisane.